I'm here in Cebu, Philippines for the Asean Summit 2026. ASEAN leaders wrapped up the 48th ASEAN Summit with discussions dominated by regional energy security, food supply resilience, and the safety of ASEAN nationals amid growing global uncertainty triggered by the Middle East conflict and the Myanmar crisis. Hosted by the Philippines under the theme Navigating Our Future Together, the summit saw leaders pushing for faster implementation of long-delayed regional agreements as concerns grow over rising fuel prices, supply chain disruptions, and economic pressures across Southeast Asia. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. urged ASEAN nations to strengthen cooperation in facing the crisis.
It is a stark reminder that in an increasingly uncertain world, we call for our collective action, and it has never been more urgent. So we must continue to uphold the principles of ASEAN centrality and solidarity and pursue practical cooperation.
Among the key proposals discussed were regional rice reserves, energy cooperation frameworks, and the possibility of an ASEAN oil stockpile to cushion future supply shocks. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said there had been major progress in latest discussions on Myanmar, with ASEAN foreign ministers expected to begin discussions within the next 1 to 2 weeks on possible engagement mechanisms with Naypyidaw.
So there is more likelihood to engage. But not the final resolution. I mean, it takes time, you see. But at least there is major progress. Kita tak sampai ke situ, tapi nampak moodnya lain lah. Maknanya ada kesediaan ke arah itu, tapi itu menteri-menteri luar akan memulakan perbincangan dalam tempoh 1-2 minggu ini.
The summit additionally focused on accelerating regional projects such as the ASEAN Power Grid, digital integration and customs coordination to improve economic resilience across the bloc. Some of the other key highlights include the ASEAN Observer Team will continue to monitor the ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia for another 3 months as the two countries reaffirmed their commitment to peace and stability. Anwar had also called on ASEAN to fully leverage its cooperation with the Gulf Cooperation Council and China for regional energy security while urging faster implementation of the ASEAN framework on the Petroleum Security Agreement amid ongoing disruptions caused by the West Asia crisis. Leaders also reaffirmed the need to fast-track negotiations on the South China Sea Code of Conduct between ASEAN and China while keeping discussions free from external interference. Yesterday, analyst Julia Rocknefard of Taylor's University urged ASEAN countries to prioritize diversifying their energy sources rather than relying solely on diplomatic efforts, with the conflict likely to persist.
It would be wiser for ASEAN, including Malaysia, to diversify its energy sources. China, with its massive refining capacity, is already a major player in the energy export market. This is simply about pragmatism and energy security, not politics. A diversified supply chain is the only realistic path forward.
Meanwhile, geopolitical analyst Azmi Hassan of Academy Nusantara said ASEAN must strengthen collective action beyond statements as risks to key maritime routes grow, warning that even the bloc's own waterways could face emerging disruption threats. Panyu Jo, Cebu, Philippines, FMT.